Now, let's talk about the great man Donald Trump because, well, he is out of hospital. Now, I was nervous about this because we know that day 5 is going to be the issue. Now, look, you all know how all in I am on Trump. I've got a photo behind each and every night, OK? I love that he came out. Not entirely thrilled that the bloke with COVID decided to touch everything on his way out, but anyway, that's his decision. Then into the chopper, perfectly done. Look, all of it, of course, made to look $1 million and it looked great. All about strength, all about, look what I kicked the arse of COVID. But of course, remember this whole thing, 7 to 10 days is the issue. Saturday is the day that we've got to be worried about him being able to bounce through it. I want him back on that campaign trail because I want him to kick Biden's backside. This is what he said on the balcony of the White House today.
And I learned so much about coronavirus. And one thing that's for certain, don't let it dominate you. Don't be afraid of it. I didn't feel so good. And 2 days ago, I could have left 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I felt great, like better than I have in a long time. I said just recently, better than 20 years ago. Don't let it dominate. Don't let it take over your lives. I stood out front. I led. Nobody that's a leader would not do what I did. And I know there's a risk, there's a danger, but that's okay. And now I'm better, and maybe I'm immune. I don't know.
What balls. Don't you love it? Just the balls of it. Now, look, we know what will happen in the next little while, but unsurprisingly, cable news was incredibly sympathetic to the president upon his leaving of hospital today. Roll this tape on the Biden Booster Network, CNN.
There are children who don't have parents now because of this virus. Don't let it dominate your life.
It's not a real show of strength, but it's a performative show of strength. This is what strong men do in autocratic regimes.
I would like to say that nothing surprises me at this point. But that was awful.
It was just reckless, and it's heartbreaking to think that someone who clearly now has a contagious, deadly virus, that person happens to be the President of the United States, is showing such reckless behavior and disregard for the people that are around him.
And you've got, I don't know, the American Mussolini standing on the balcony. We've never had a president stand on that balcony and do what he just did.
There he is, hair blown majestically, reshooting the scene for his own ad. I hold rallies, and I tell you to ignore masks, and I rip mine off as I vanquish the virus because I am a leader. Fear not, COVID. What a bunch of bull.
Oh man, these people are legitimately batshit crazy.
They're gone. They are gone.
That Andrew Cuomo, the governor's
Chris
brother,
Cuomo,
Chris Cuomo, he does the weightlifting on TV to show everybody what a leader he is. They are such hypocrites, so batshit crazy. It's just quite incredible to watch this thing. The thing is,
they're pathological.
They are indeed.
They pathologically hate him.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right, Barnaby, which is, and God forbid you would know this feeling, but when the media decides to turn you into like a human Rorschach test, right, where everything you say or do, oh my God, the latest this, that and the other, he's going home where he has basically a hospital in his house. They're making it seem like he's licking the windows of primary school buses.
Well, this is what happens is when it goes from the logic of epidemiology to the craziness of a cult. And what we have is now a sort of cult mentality, a little bit on the Trump side and a lot on the CNN side. I mean, it is just pathological. There is no... They just hate him. They hate him. And, if he was there... Some of them actually say they would punch him. This is the sort of madness that they've gone into. And it's divisive, but sometimes the president doesn't help the situation. But... My God, Biden, honestly, I mean, the guy is only just with us, and they're going to make him the president of the United States. I mean, seriously, guys, can't you find somebody else?
It's the weekend at Bernie's election, isn't it? If he gets up,
correct. Well, this is the floating corpse on television, getting, of course, held across the line by his mates on NBC. Have a look.
The president, having gone through what he went through, and I'm glad he seems to be coming along pretty well, would communicate the right lesson to the American people. Masks matter. These masks, they matter. It matters. It saves lives. It prevents the spread of the disease. Social distancing. Instead of talking about what the only thing I heard was one of the tweets saying that, you know, don't be so concerned about all this, essentially. There's a lot to be concerned about. 210,000 people have died.
Nailed it.